just gonna have to try wing it.
Just make sure it's just not too loud.
Oh, you can't even see. Everything is too high. I think it's still a bit too high. Can you turn the notifications off on the computer? No, this still isn't right. Hey everyone, I'm just trying to get everything situated, but I'm having a little trouble. We get everything seen. Let's just see, is this gonna work? Okay, I think this is gonna work. I hope this is gonna work. Because I want to be able to see this and be comfortable at the same time. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Comment if you're in here, if you can hear me, because I've been having a little trouble with the audio and just all the technology stuff I've been having issues with. So before we get this moon circle going, so make sure you guys can hear me okay. Hey, I can hear. Okay, great. All right. So we're going to be talking about the new moon in Pisces. So whether you're watching this live or if you're catching this after, while it's afterwards uploaded on my Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube, please comment down below if you are a Pisces sun, moon, or rising, or what Pisces placement you happen to have in your birth chart. I love to see all of that stuff. And if you want, you guys can totally spam my accounts also, because it helps creators like myself get more awareness and reach out to more people, which is the goal with my, this is literally my job. This is my work. This is my content. And I want to raise the vibration frequency with spirituality. And the way to do that now is obviously through social media. So I'm going to be going over the new moon in Pisces and how this is affecting everybody. What I'm going to do is like an astrology update first. If this is your first time here, I'm going to go over what this new moon means, who it's going to be affecting the most, what's the energy of it, and then how it's going to affect each sun and rising sign. It'll be a quick run through, so you won't need to skip straight to your sign. It's going to be really quick, like maybe like not even 30 seconds each sign. And then what I'm going to do also is then do a Tibetan bowl, and then I will walk you guys through a guided meditation. For those of you who did sign up to receive the Reiki and Deeksha, the Reiki is being worked on. I'm burning them in these candles right here that are to the right of me. You can see some of them. I did make a post to say the materials that are needed for tonight's Pisces new moon. If you don't have everything, it's totally okay. The best thing you can really have is just yourself and an open mind. And but if you do have a pen and paper, that's great. So you can write down your intentions after this meditation we do. And then if you have something you can safely burn it in, like a burning bowl, a cauldron, if you got a fire pit outside, just make sure whatever you decide to do, whether you're burning it, you do it safely. And having issues with my Gmail account. I have my meditation in my email account and I'm having issues getting to it. Of course this would happen. I've been having issues all day with technology. Why that is, I honestly have no idea why. I can't even blame it on Mercury retrograde or shadow or anything like that. I've just been having issues. This is not my account. I wish my husband could help me with this. Maybe I'll have him take care of that. Okay. And then what I'm also going to do is, I talked about the Reiki, and then those who did sign up for the Reiki will receive the Deeksha as well. When you receive Deeksha, because not a lot of people are familiar with Reiki, because it's universal energy healing, right? But Deeksha is a little bit different. It's similar to Reiki, but the way it makes it different is the fact that it is a shortcut to manifestation. And so you want to, and it lasts about 30 seconds to a minute when you receive Deeksha. But you want to focus on what it is that you're calling in or you need or want. And if you don't know exactly what that specific thing is, you just be open to receiving whatever it is that you need in the present moment in your life. And it comes so much faster when you receive Deeksha. Some people will feel the sensations of Deeksha. You may feel some tingling on the top of your head. You might laugh. You might not feel anything at all. Everything is totally normal when receiving Deeksha. And let's see, I've been doing Reiki since I was about 2. And then I really studied up more on it as I was, I don't know, maybe my early 20s or something like that. And I also have been doing Deeksha since about maybe 2013. I need to get my email up. I cannot find it. Get that from me, please. So while this is, before we get into meditation, I have my husband pull up my email because I can't find the meditation without that and I'm having issues, so stay with me. We're gonna keep doing a thing. Oh, and actually I was gonna do too, I was gonna do also a reading, just a quick reading for everybody here watching. So whether you're watching this new moon circle the day of the new moon, or if you're watching it afterwards, totally fine. The energies are still going to be there. Obviously it's going to be strongest during the new moon time, 3 days before the day of the new moon and 3 days after. But if you catch this afterwards and you find yourself here, it's still going to resonate with you. So I'm going to use the Rider-Waite deck and I'm going to see just what is the energy for everybody here with us for this new moon. What is this new moon bringing in for everybody? Oh, wow. We have the High Priestess. You guys can see that. We have the High Priestess. And we're literally in Pisces New Moon, Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Venus is in Pisces, and Neptune, which is Pisces ruler, is also in Pisces. And the fact that we have this card here with us, the High Priestess, it's like she's ruled by Pisces. I mean, this is amazing. So, I mean, it's like we're getting so in tune with our emotions, our intuition, the all-knowing, our spirituality, our divinity, tapping more into divination. We're finding a balance from the dark and the light, right? There's the shadow self, shadows, secrets, darkness, and then the light. And it's like we're finding a way of joining these two things together and using that power to work for us and with us. Leela, my cat's joining us. I don't know if you guys can see her. Hello. Alright, let's just see if there's anything else, any other messages to bring for everyone here for this new moon. We have the Knight of Pentacles also, right? So it seems like a lot of us are really coming into this like material wealth. We may even be dealing with someone of a Pisces and also earth energy. This could be Taurus, this could be Virgo, this could be Capricorn, or you could even have this in your chart yourself, or you know, it might not even be an actual person that you're dealing with. But another thing too is like Knight of Pentacles moves in slow. So this new moon is really having like, I want to say, a slow buildup of how we're going to be handling our valuables, how we value our time, the people, our money. We're finding a way, right? And we're tapping into like our spirituality as well and combining these things together. And some of you may even be coming up with like, I want to say, some of you are in the spiritual realm of work like I am, or wanting to tap into that too, and really building up. Some of you are working on new lessons, learning stuff. I want to say also education is popping in for me too with these two cards. So some of you guys might be practicing some schooling and learning something new, and this is something that's going to be built up over time. So some of you guys really might be manifesting like a house, a new job, a new career, and this is giving you the green light that things are definitely going to fall into place. But it's not going to be something that's going to happen overnight. This is going to be something that's going to be a build up, but it's going to be done in such a precise way where things are going to work out better than you are actually planning to. So that's what the tarot has to say for everyone here. Now, I want to pull some self-care cards just because I feel like, I mean, this new moon, it's a new moon, but does it not feel like a full moon? Seriously, like this new moon really has this like, such like sleepy, daydreamy, tired, not really having a lot of energy to do stuff. Sleep patterns are kind of off, sleeping more. I mean, and that's usually like what full moon energy brings in, but this new moon, and a lot of people may be dealing with like roller coasters of emotions, right? It's like, this is a lot of Pisces energy going on. That's why this is happening. So that's why this new moon feels a lot more like a full moon. So let's see what some self-care we can use. And this right here, what we're doing too, is self-care. This moon circle right here, alone time. How a Pisces, you can't get more Pisces than that, seriously. Pisces is all about solitude and alone time. Not loneliness, but alone time and solitude. And see how she's covered in water? I mean, we got the High Priestess, and we got alone time. And it's really saying, like, dive into water. If you live near beach, or lakes, or I said beach, if you live near a beach or lakes or ponds or any body of water, even if it's just involving you taking a shower or a bath, this is a time to really spend a lot of it in water by yourself. Let the water literally wash away your problems, your stresses, and this is going to help you find an alignment within yourself. Because Pisces is all about being aligned and self-love. So that's what this self-care is really saying for us. And then, because it is a new moon, and this is a moon circle, we're going to obviously pull from the Moonology deck. And then we're going to get into the astrology updates. So let's see. Don't let your past hold you back. South Node. Don't let your past hold you back. You want to know why? Because it's a new moon and we're moving into a new direction, right? Don't let your past hold you back. It is time to let that go, right? And I mean, we're in Pisces. Pisces new moon. Pisces new moon is it. Pisces is a mutable sign, right? So mutable signs are all about going with the flow of the current energy, that is letting go, letting whatever happens happen, and literally just flowing in that. And this is saying to be able to do that, you need to let the past go. Circumstances that have happened to you in the past are not present right now. Just because something happened to you in the past doesn't mean it's going to be continuous. You need to change the thoughts that you have in your mind, because your thoughts become your reality. And if you keep living in the past, nothing is going to really happen to you in your present moments except for a repeated cycle of past things that have happened to you. And you need to let that stuff go, because it doesn't exist anymore. The only thing that exists is now, the present, right? And that's what we need to focus on. So we need to let not only just the past, but our past selves too. We need to let that go. We need to let it die. And this goes into the fact that Pisces is ruled by the 12th house. The 12th house is the last house, and Pisces is the last zodiac sign. So we're wrapping literally everything up from 2020. Even though we're in 2021, we're wrapping everything up from 2020, because then we start Aries season in just a few days. So Pisces is like, this is the death, the end, letting go, and we need to move in a new direction. So by letting the past go, that's how we do that. Now, we're going to go into some astrology updates. If you're here with me, if you have an amethyst crystal, clear quartz, aventurine, these are great crystals to use during the Pisces new moon, right? Or even using, I have I don't know if you can see, but I have, what the hell is this called? An essential oil burner going, and I'm burning frankincense right now. Now, frankincense is really good for Pisces energy. It helps keep it grounded, but still in that imaginative, third eye opening, psychic abilities thing going on. Clary sage, what else? Lang, cedarwood, sandalwood. These essential oils are really good for Pisces new moons, Pisces full moons, Pisces anything. These are great essential oils to help really enhance. You don't need this, you don't need it, but this really helps enhance with the manifestation that we're currently doing with this moon circle. So that's why I'm throwing that stuff out there, which is why I have some of these out on my nightstand. Okay, so with this Pisces new moon, it became at its peak at 5:21 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is now 7 something Eastern Standard Time. The new moon is still relevant, however. And this new moon is in 23 degrees in Pisces. So, and we also have a stellium in Pisces. A stellium in astrology basically means that there are multiple signs in one specific zodiac sign. So during any new moon, we obviously have the sun and the moon in the same sign, right? So we have sun and moon in Pisces, and then we also have Venus, the planet of love and relationships, in Pisces, and then we have Neptune, right? Neptune is Pisces ruler, and that's all in Pisces. So we have all of these planets working together in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces again is a mutable sign. So it's about going with the flow of energy, letting go, really easy flowing. So this is going to be like a very, I know I said like doesn't feel like a like full moon because of how dreamy it is, and it may be an emotional like roller coaster for some people. This is still a very easygoing new moon at the same time, right? And Pisces is all about hope, future, healing, medicines, surrendering. They're very compassionate beings. They're very loving. They're very focused on their self-love too, also being again compassionate towards others. They're always wanting to take care of somebody and help them. They go into with healing. Medicine is in Pisces. So that also goes into with the shadow side of addictions, drugs. So you may find yourself in a space of trying to block off issues and not dealing with them head on, and rather like using something else to supplement yourself instead of dealing with your issues head on. Now, because like with every sign, we still have, you know, like a low vibration, a shadow side, and that is the shadow side of Pisces. But again, it is a lot about self-love, flowing, letting things go, working more with the metaphysical, spirituality. Let's see. Turning inward is going to be a really big thing too with this new moon, because Pisces, they're not about like outer work, they're about inner work. They want to get to like, what does my spirit say? What does like the root of it all have to be, and getting into this like dreamy state, kind of getting, in a sense, it's like they get out of touch with reality, but is it really out of touch with reality? Is what we're living in actual reality just because we're in the physical, like paying attention to the physical plane? Because Pisces, a lot of times, like, they know what they're talking about. When they get so lost and out of touch with reality, they're actually more in touch with themselves and the unseen. And that's really what what this new moon is bringing out in people. Even those that don't really believe in the language of astrology or spirituality, you may notice people like that are getting more into their creativity, their artistic sides, and that's them getting lost in and letting go of the ego, right? And getting more into the consciousness, the subconsciousness levels of themselves. Now, another thing too with Pisces is they're very intuitive. Psychic abilities are very heightened for them. And a lot of Pisces are musically in tuned. There's a lot of Pisces music artists, or just artists itself. A lot of Pisces do a lot of visual art with video work, camera work. That's a lot of Piscean energy. So now with that being said, let's get into we're going to get into saying if you are a sun or rising. So if you don't know your rising sign, that's totally okay. You can still listen for your sun sign. And again, there's no need to skip ahead, because I'm going to just do a rundown of which house is going to be affected. And then we will get into this Tibetan bowl, and things are going to go right. This is not the meditation that I needed. This isn't even a meditation. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I've been having a lot of technical issues. That is not a meditation. Okay. You guys are going to have to bear with me for a second. Okay, so we're going to start with Pisces. So Pisces, since this is the new moon of your sign, is going to be affecting your first house. Your first house is your self-identity, how you present yourself to the world, how people view you, or your authenticity, and your sense of self. Then we're going to go into Aries. Aries is going to be affecting your 12th house, which is what rules Pisces. Now, with this is going to be really focused on your unconsciousness, your psychic abilities, your spiritual support, your spirituality, the metaphysical. Then Taurus, sun and rising, this is going to be affecting the 11th house, which rules technology, the collective, humanity, friendships. It also rules with activism and rebellion too. So you may find yourself being more involved with helping your communities. Then we have Gemini. So Gemini, sun and rising, this is going to be affecting your 10th house, which has to do with your career, your responsibility, your life's purpose, and your public image. Then we have Cancer, sun and rising. This is going to be affecting your 9th house, which is your higher education, philosophy, writing, publishing, and your wisdom. Then we have Leo. Leo sun and Leo rising is going to be affecting your 8th house. The 8th house has to do with your shadow self, your sexuality, secrets, transformation, death. And again, like I did mention before, this is the end of the 2020 wrap-up. So Leos, you're really feeling this ending of self, ending of your old self, right? So then we have Virgo sun and Virgo rising. This is going to be affecting your 7th house, which is going to have to do with your romance, your love life, your partnerships, your relationships. And then we have, oh, and also legal things also is the 7th house. Then we have Scorpio. Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising is going to be affecting the 5th house. And this has to do with your creativity, children, fun, what else? Charisma, your courage, romance, and your creativity. Actually, I think I said creativity first. And then we have Sagittarius, sun and rising. For you guys, it's going to be affecting your 4th house. Your 4th house rules the home, the family, your vulnerability, your emotions. And then Capricorn is going to be your third house, which is your curiosity, your active listening skills, community, and communication. And then Aquarius, this is going to be affecting Aquarius Sun and Aquarius Rising. This is going to be affecting your guys' second house, which has to do with your finances, your valuables, what it is that you actually value, your material items, and your possessions, and your sense of security. Now, I'm going to have to pull up a meditation because the one that I have is not a meditation. And I'm really sorry about that because it's like this whole time has been like, what is time? What is the sense of everything? Oh my god, it's already like, I didn't even realize that the new moon was today, right? And I had all of this stuff like set up, but like I said, I've been so like, oh, what is happening? What is reality? I've been so lost, right? So I'm very sorry for this lack of not having meditation script set up. This is being really slow. This would happen, right? Yeah, this would happen. You know what? I'm not confident enough in my just walking you through winging it in a meditation. Otherwise I would do that. I mean, I've been meditating for like a really long time, right? But I still haven't gotten to the place of like where I can write my own meditations to walk people through. So what I typically do is walk somebody through a meditation. I wonder if this is live, so I can't even pause this to look. When I upload this to YouTube, I'm going to take all of this out. So if you guys are watching this live, sorry about this. Okay. I think I'm where I was trying to be a while ago. Oh my goodness. Okay, I have a new moon meditation. We're ready. Okay, now we're going to do a Tibetan bowl. And I'm going to play this, and while I do, I want you guys to envision a white light coming over you, and you literally stroking away any of the dirt and the negativity that is in your energy field of your aura as I play this. clearing away any of the dirt and the stress, clearing it right out of your aura. And we're being washed over with a white light. Now I want everyone here with me to get into a comfortable position, whether that's sitting down or laying down. And I want you to begin with saying to yourself out loud in this meditation, New Moon in Pisces, I ask you to help cleanse and clear away any energy no longer serving me. Quiet your mind. Let go of all of the stress that you've had from your day to day, from your week, and become aware of your breath. I want you to take a deep breath in for 4, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 3, 4. And breathe out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another deep breath in for 4, 2, 3, 4. And out for 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once more, deep breath and inhale deep into your belly. And begin extending your exhale. Now, if your mind starts to wander, that's okay. I want you to come back to this moment and focus on the breath. If you start to get lost, I want you to visualize a white light, cleansing light coming from the new moon, softly surrounding your body as she shines down on you. Imagine this white light, cleansing energy, is gently clearing away energy that no longer serves you. Continue to focus on your breath and imagine the cleansing energy, cleansing your aura. Stay in this white light as it illuminates everything that no longer serves you. Come back to your breath. Take a deep breath in for 4. And release. Take another deep breath in. And breathe out. Feel this illuminating white light over you. It warms you. As this white light shines over you, I want you to feel what it feels like to be your highest and best self. when you feel that energy has been cleansed, thank this new moon in Pisces for doing this for you. Take another deep breath in for 4. And breathe out. Say to yourself that you ask your guides to share guidance with you in this moment. What your focus in this new moon in Pisces should be. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Be open and receptive to anything that comes to you in this meditation. You are being divinely guided. Trust any sensations that you experience as truth. Continue to focus on the breath. Continue to stay open and receptive to anything you may be seeing or experiencing. Take a deep breath in, hold, and breathe out. And as we come back together, we thank our spirit guides and the new moon and the energy around us and within us, and the messages that we have been told in this meditation. And I invite you back to the present moment. And I would like you guys now to write down what it is that you saw in your new moon meditation, and just take a moment to write those things down. As you do, I'm going to actually play this Tibetan bowl. Now, with this new moon, as you guys continue to write down what it is you saw in your meditation, what I'd like you to do, and I really encourage you guys to do too, is from what you write down, I want you to pick 1 to 3 things that really stand out, and I want you to write them down 1 to 3 times. Or sorry, 1 to 3 things. I want you to write it down 3 times on 3 separate papers, and I want you to write this down as what you're manifesting, what you're calling in, and call it in as the present moment. So don't write down, I want this, because then you're just going to continue to want it, and it's going to continue to be a thing that needs to be chased. When you're manifesting, you want to write something down as, I call in, I have received, I have, write something like that before you write down whatever it is. And as you do this, I want you to see, sense, feel this specific thing that you're writing down as you're writing it. And then after you do this, for the next 3 days, I want you to do, obviously when we're done with this, I want you to burn one of those papers. And as you do, I want you to get into the sense of sense, feeling, getting into that emotional and high vibrational frequency of this manifestation. And I want you to say your name either to yourself or out loud as many times as you feel you need to as this burns. And I want you to do the same thing the next following 2 nights to burn all 3 papers, okay? And I'm going to now send Deeksha to those that did sign up for the Reiki and Deeksha. So for those of you who did sign up for it, I want you to focus on what it is that you want to manifest. And again, if you don't know what that is, just be open to receiving whatever it is. Okay guys, and I would like to thank you for joining me tonight in this moon circle, and I hope you guys have a magical rest of this new moon. And if you have not yet seen your match predictions, please make sure you watch them on my YouTube channel. You can go check that out by clicking the link in the description box, and you can watch for your sun, moon, and rising signs. And I will catch you guys on Tarot of the Week this Monday.